Okay.
So survival after a breakup involves transformation, right? It involves like understanding, self-awareness, and action. And that's the best way to make sure that you don't get stuck in the past. Because most people struggle because they are stuck in the past. You're constantly reliving what went wrong, why, the mistakes that you've made, how you should have acted. And that's very dangerous, actually. You want to be grounded in the present moment so that you don't prolong this process of pain. And actually, this should make you happy. You can rebuild a new relationship as quickly as possible.
I love what you say. And I think it's very important because it's very important if you want to rebuild yourself and survive after the breakup, but also it increases your chance to get back together. It increases your chances to be able to reattract that person, to show that you have changed. So for me, it's a bonus point as well. The tip number 2 from the AI, which I disagree the most, but I want to hear you, seek support from your family and friends. I feel it's very important to connect with your family and friends to avoid thinking after the breakup or about the breakup. But if you talk to them about the breakup, I think it's the worst because they will judge you. They will tell you basically to move on, and sometimes it's not what you want to hear. Yeah. And also there is a moment where they will see you as a complainer, someone that will always cry instead of someone that is rebuilding their life. They can be very hard on you as well, etc. So I think it's very important to be close to the family and friends, to think about something else, but not to talk about the breakup.
Yeah.
That's my take on this. What's your take?
So I think that the idea behind the advice that the AI is given is good in that many people are isolated at the time of a breakup. Some people are straight up in a state of depression, and so you shut yourself out of the outside world. And that's very, very dangerous. And so in that sense, I understand where the AI is coming from, but I, of course, also disagree. I mean, I've coached thousands of people just like you in the field. I know that going to friends and family after a breakup is just compounding the problem. So let's talk about why. Number one, we talked about this not being in a state of negativity, right? And when you go to friends and family, it's not to not be isolated. It's to talk about your pain. It's to talk about this person. It's to complain and to vent, let's say that way, to empty your emotional bucket, to put it in a more beautiful way. And that is not productive. It's not going to help you rebuild a sense of well-being, self-esteem, confidence, and it's definitely not going to help you lay the foundation for a new beginning. Why? Because your friends and family are triggered. They see you hurting. They hurt because they love you. And so them being triggered puts them in a position where they can't really support you the way that you should be supported. That's one. Second, if you are trying to rebuild this relationship, it doesn't help the foundation for you to kind of charge your friends and family up against your ex.
Yeah, that's true.
The future it doesn't end in that day, in that moment. The hope is that in perhaps 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month or Lord knows when, you guys are going to get back together, and there's like residue there. There is that resentment that your friends and family will feel towards your partner, and your partner will feel that, your friends and family will feel that, and so you're shooting yourself in the foot a little bit. You're poisoning the well by doing that. And finally, I think that in essence, this is where the AI does not consider coaching as an option, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you cannot be isolated. You need impartial advice, and you need to be able to approach this in a positive way. And this is where I really urge you to seek coaching support. It doesn't even have to be me, but just make sure that you go to someone who has experience, who really understand the mechanism, the dynamic, what is happening to you, and that gives you uplifting, positive support. because that's what you need most at this time.
Yeah.